Victory Death Starfighters, my name is Carlin Jones, and this is a Starfighter full episode review. And today we are going to watch episode 7 of season 7, Bachelor in Paradise. And oh my god. First off, let's just backtrack a little bit. Episode 1 and episode 2 were kind of like, it's a new season. Let's get to know these new characters. Let's understand this whole environment that's going on, right? Now, episodes 3, 4, and 5, these episodes were boring. Boring as shit. It's as if like nothing is happening on the show. There's no drama. There's no nothing. And it makes me start thinking there's a reason why they're giving us 2 episodes a week. Because there's really nothing going on in this season. So they're just trying to put in filler at this point. Now, episode 6 and episode 7 is where the drama really begins. It's when the drama really starts and everybody is up at arms over Brendan, Piper, Demi, Tony. A lot of people, including myself a little bit, cannot stand these people, right? Now, I'm going to already say, this whole Brendan situation is fucking stupid. This whole situation that all of Bachelor Nation has created, or not necessarily created, because it's 100% Brendan's fault. And he is 100. We're going to get into it in episode 2, but this is 100% Brendan's fault. And he is a complete asshole for leading on Natasha like that. A complete asshole. Let me say this again. Brendan is an asshole. Granted, how the fuck did Natasha not realize? First off, she has to be the only person in this entire galaxy that couldn't see that Brendan was not into her. Everyone saw that, right? I'm not crazy with this topic. I'm not crazy with this take. I'm not crazy with that. I do believe that Brendan had I felt like he had a tiny bit connection with Natasha, but it was like a connection of like casually dating, like nothing serious. I don't really see a future with you, but I do like your company. You're cool. You're a cool person. We have good conversations. I felt like that was the vibe that Natasha and Brendan had. Meanwhile, Natasha was already thinking like, this could be the one. This could be the guy I'm leaving with, which I'm like, how are you getting these vibes when he hasn't even kissed her, right? Natasha kissed him. She forced a kiss. That was weird. That was awkward. I don't understand how she's not reciprocating the vibes that Brendan is putting out. As in like, hey, this is cool and whatever, but I'm going to continue to go on dates because that's what this show is about. That's what this show is for. And he did that with Demi. And you say what you want about, if you're what Natasha, you shouldn't have done that. But that's the point of the show. No one should be here on the show if you're not going to casually date, right? Unless you want a free vacation, which we'll get into that in a second. But then there's a whole situation with Kenny and Demi and Mari. And that's just a huge fucking miscommunication between Mari and Kenny. Because I do think Mari's intentions were very well when she told Kenny that if one of us gets a one-on-one date card, we should go on that option. We should take it just to see where things go, because that's the premise of the TV show. But at the end of the day, I do want to be with you and I am for you. That's what Mari was trying to say. She literally almost said the opposite because she cannot articulate her, her feelings towards Kenny and the other attractive women that are constantly around him. Now, how Demi falls into this picture is fucking crazy. Excuse my language on all this. It is insane because she is a side chick. And I know, listen, I'm sure Demi as a person is cool. I'm sure she's like cool to hang out with, a good friend, whatever. She is a side chick at the end of the day because she puts out side chick energy, right? And we're totally going to get into this in the episode 7 because I know a lot of people are really up in arms with Brendan and Piper coming in and like, oh, they planned this all along. They're doing this and doing that. Let's all mob up against them, unfollow them, do this and do that shit. Stop it. This episode is actually not too much about Brendan and Piper. I think a good section of it is, but it's mostly about Demi, Kenny, Mari, and Jessenia. Yeah, all right, yeah, Jessenia and Chris. There's some shit that's about to go down in this episode. So watch it along with me. We're so gonna get into this because there's so much to talk about, and so much to talk about in terms of also with Bachelor Nation. How these people, I don't understand. We're just gonna get into it. We're just gonna get into it. Okay, so you can watch this episode along with me on abc.com. You can also find it on hulu.com and also YouTube TV, because that's a thing too that I just discovered through my brother's account. But yeah, so please watch along with me. This is season 7, episode 7 of Bachelor Nation, Bachelor in Paradise, and we are going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Why Little John is narrating this show is beyond fucking me. By the way, I love McKenna. I love her new look. I love her hair. Love her new hair. Or it's not new. It's like her original hair. Chelsea was cool in that season. Well, why did you have sex with him, Demi? You barely knew this guy. What's wrong with having a free vacation? Listen. This theme song. Listen. This entire Brendan and Piper situation. Here's the thing. It's such a fucking... It's just nothing but hypocrisy coming from Bachelor Nation. It's 100% hypocrisy. Now, granted, Brendan, what he did is very asshole-ish, right? He 100% completely used Natasha because he knew Piper was going to be on here. And he was just waiting for Piper so they can connect and have this free vacation, this and that. The only thing I have a problem with that is that it's not right to use Natasha like that, right? That's not cool in a sense. However, that's the show. That's how the show is played, right? Now, if you have a problem with Brendan doing this to Natasha, which you 100% can have a problem with that. I have a little bit of a problem with that. Then you should have a problem with what Jessenia did to Ivan. You should have a problem with Victoria P was trying to do with James. You should have a problem with who else was on here? Aaron. No, was it? Yeah, you should have a problem with Aaron and his situation with Tammy, right? Because he was trying to tell Tammy, I don't want you to see anyone. I don't want you talking to Thomas. I don't want this. I want that. And he's literally making out with another chick, Serena C, behind Tammy's back, which is complete fucking rude. That's like, what the hell is that, right? So, and then you should also have a problem with Kenny and Demi's situation as well. So I just don't understand the fact that if you want to hate Brendan and Piper and this whole thing and unfollow them, that's cool. That's totally fine. Unfollow them because you don't like what they did. However, you have to keep that same energy when someone else on the show does the same thing, because that's how this show is played. That's how the show is run. And I know I'm talking over all of this. I apologize, but that's how this show is played. That's how you win the show. Now, I'm not saying this is a competition because you're supposed to be looking for, quote unquote, your true love, which no one on the show and its entire franchise has ever found true love. Never. I'm gonna say this though. I do believe I do believe Brendan's relationship with Piper isn't as serious as I do believe him by saying it's not as serious as what people thought it was. Just from the fact that I've seen Piper on Matt's season, and every time she saw Matt, even when she didn't know him, but she still kind of doesn't. Well, she knows him, but every episode, she was literally trying to have sex with Matt. She seems like a casual dater, a casual like, cool, let's have like. I just felt like they had a friends with benefits thing going on. I didn't think they were boyfriend and girlfriend. What Brendan and Piper. This situation is just weird. And I think I was talking to somebody about this on Twitter. Like, Mari, you seem like a good person. Demi, you also seem like a good person at your core. You both need to look in the mirror and look who you're fighting over. Like, Kenny, of all the men that are on this island, they are fighting over a 40-year-old man who is trying to start a boy band. And there's nothing wrong with that. If that's your passion, you do it. But, like, come on. Titus Burgess. Yeah, Unbreakable Kimmy. That's what I know him from. He is pretty funny. I'm not like the biggest fan, or I wouldn't even necessarily say I'm a fan, but I do think he's funny. Of course. You did not take the 405. Who takes a 405 and then a jet ski? That's not how it works. Okay. Okay. What? Oh, goodness. So, what I don't understand, too, with this show and the people on the show, especially this season, this show, the purpose of this show is to date around, talk to everybody, try to see who you vibe with, right? For Natasha, especially Natasha, for Queen Victoria, Kelsey, and some of these women are gone now. But it's how they left is the reason why I'm bringing this whole thing up. Well, excuse me. Need some water. Last time I eat some salted cashews. But yeah, the point I'm trying to bring up is why is everyone not talking to everyone, right? Now, obviously, they're showing, we only see what they film, right? There's so many hours in a day that they probably don't film and they don't show, but like, why isn't Natasha talking to Brendan, right? Why isn't Natasha talking to Ivan? Like, obviously, or excuse me, did I say Brendan? Excuse me. I mean James. Why isn't Natasha talking to James? Why isn't she talking to Ivan? that Brendan ship has sailed, and he screwed you. Listen, what he did to you was not right, and that sucks. That really sucks. And I understand you want to hate him, right? I get that. However, this show is gonna force you to move on. That's the fucking thing too. So if Bachelor Nation has a problem with what Brendan did to Natasha, then you should have a problem with DeAndrea. Is that DeAndrea? Who's with Riley? Whoever's with Riley. You should have a problem with what she did to Connor. 100%. 100%. What she did to Connor was straight up wrong. But also, here's the thing. I think what she did to Connor was worse than Brendan. Because Brendan, and I know a lot of people are going to get mad at this when I say this. A lot of people are going to get mad. Brendan technically, and this is what I was saying to my friend the other night. He was tap dancing. Brendan never lied to Natasha. Listen to me when I say this. Brendan never lied to Natasha. He simply just didn't tell her everything. There is a 100% difference between blatantly lying to someone and just not giving someone all the facts. This happens every day to people. From what the president tells you, from what the government tells you, to what different products you buy at the store, they're not giving you all the facts. They just tell you what you want to hear. That doesn't mean they're lying to you. They're just, like I said, not telling you everything. So I understand the hate on Brendan. I understand that. And I would totally look at him. I'd look at him different too now, what he did to Natasha. But how can you not keep that same energy towards the other people who have done the exact same shit in this season? Mari, Kenny is not interested in Demi. She's a side chick. And she's a side chick because she solidified herself as a side chick for trying to sleep with him night 2. First off, we saw what Demi did with Brendan when they went on that date together. I don't know how she met a guy, kissed him, then nearly cried over him, all within 2 hours of meeting Brendan. That's a red flag. That is 100 complete red flag. And Demi needs to go look in the mirror and look at herself and really answer the question of, is she ready for a relationship? The answer is no. But she needs to answer that for herself. I've been saying that quote. If someone can just take your woman like that, then he's doing you a favor. I've always liked Tammy on Peter's season. I just don't like that she gossips so much. I'm like, God damn. It's not good for your health, Tammy. Okay, y'all are holding hands. Okay. I don't know what these balloons are doing on the floor, though. Hey. Becca. Why is she here? Kenny's pretty chill, man. He's pretty chill. You can tell a lot does not stress him on this fucking beach. The dude's in a love triangle. He's just chilling. It's fine, Mari. That's the point of the show. I don't understand, and let me know if I'm wrong, but this Bachelor franchise, and I'm new to the Bachelor franchise, by the way. I've been saying that. I made a Bachelor analysis on season 24 because that was my first ever season I've watched from beginning to end. And I don't see what people find in this show to make that makes it so romantic, because it's not. In its core, it's not romantic. It's like you're trying to look for a monogamy relationship through polygamy means. I say that 5 times faster. Okay. So they're not a part of the house already? I already like the collection of women that they brought through. Well, granted, I only like 3 of them. I don't know who that other girl is. Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know her. It's Aaron, not Eric. Did you hate it when you meet someone for the first time and you tell them your name and then they say it wrong and you just have to smile and say, no, it's actually, this is my name. That's literally every day at work for me. Here's the thing, too, man. What do you mean in San Diego? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? They were together before the show? Little did she know. Bachelor Nation, you Bachelor fans are so funny. You, it's like Bachelor Nation will understand the rules of each series of what the show entitles, right? But they will cancel anybody or hate on any contestant that doesn't follow their guidelines of what a bachelor slash bachelorette should be in their eyes, right? A lot of people said Matt James was a horrible bachelor. Horrible. But in reality, out of all the bachelors, he was the most compassionate out of everybody by listening to the women and allowed the women to talk however they were feeling and react to it by making them comfortable in any way, shape, or form. This is completely wrong. I have no idea why he's making out with this woman. Bro, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Granted, I'm sure he did that thinking what's her name didn't see it. I'm sure. Oh, that's how reality TV works too. I'm sure a producer told her to go walk down this fucking hallway. Oh, yeah. That's Alea. She is beautiful. McKenna. McKenna didn't get any camera time this episode. I don't think. It's kind of a waste. Are you still making out with her? Bro, what are you doing? Unless, wait, that had to be like pre-recorded. There's no way. That was 100% wrong of him to do that. I understand that's a show. You got to vibe with people. Bachelor in Paradise, in a grand scheme of things, is one giant sex party without showing sex. It's that was really disrespectful for him to do that, though. Really disrespectful. Now, granted, him and Jessenia were never official, right? They were just together. The look on her face. Funny. I remember you said the same thing to Ivan last week too, Jessenia. But here's the thing. At least he told her. At least he told her. Aftermath. You know what? Maybe this is less bad as I thought it was. At least Chris told Jessenia though how he was feeling. Jessenia just mad because she got caught up in her own game too. She literally did this shit to Ivan last week, bro. I'm gonna say that next time I'm at a party. Are you enjoying this tight ass party? This tight ass party? Who? What is this? Why don't we have a band? You know what? She can perform. That's fine. Make it a band, though. Are we supposed to dance to this? I don't know how they're dancing to this. Wow. Here's the thing. Listen, there's no such thing as a couple in paradise, right? There's no such thing as boyfriend and girlfriend in paradise. Because if that was the case, then yeah, in a grand scheme of things, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be here unless y'all just want a free fucking vacation, which I'm all for that too. Finesse the fuck out of this show. Finesse this competition to its fullest. But in the grand scheme of things, there's no such thing as a relationship. No boyfriend, no girlfriend, right? You two can be together, vibe out together throughout the days and whatever. But someone else is going to come by eventually, and you're going to be tested. And if you feel that you want to, yeah, clearly she is. She just takes her own medicine. But if you have feelings towards that other individual, that new individual that came to the beach, then you are 100% obligated to, you know, test things out, see where it might lead you. That's what this show is about. What he did was wrong, but I don't understand how they're not making the correlation to what she did to Ivan. I can't wait for the whole beach to know about what happened. I want to know what Ivan has to say about this. I honestly want to see what Ivan has to say. James, of all fucking people to say that. Do you even have a girl in this fucking island? Have you ever had a girl? I guess that would make him Demi, wouldn't it? He, you know, okay, first off, you don't know that. There is no existing relationship, or at least not to my knowledge. Jessenia did say that they hanged out in San Diego before the show, right? But Jessenia also hanged out with Chris before the show. But how could you say that when Jessenia also hanged out with Chris before the show? This is proof. There's pictures of them, and I've seen it throughout Twitter. So I don't understand how people can be so narrow-minded and not and just not think about what Jessenia has done, rather as just what Chris has done. I don't get that. She don't look 25. She look a little bit older, Mari, but in a good way. Riley didn't talk to any women at that fucking party. It's not about you, Tammy. What's her name? What's the black girl's name right here? Liar. He just told you after the math. What was it? She said he never taught. She just lied. Granted, he kissed her first, but then afterwards he went to go talk to you. She just lied. Oh, you're getting no sympathy over here. I can't believe she just lied like that. Maybe I misheard. Maybe I misheard. But Chris did talk to her. He did his best to try to explain his feelings are very conflicted right now and he wants to explore this new relationship. Maurissa, that's her name. I'm gonna talk about her later too. She's she's just breaking down. Maurissa, you need to calm down. You're feeling you're pulling a Demi right now. I know. This listen, Maurissa. Bachelor in Paradise brings out the inner high school in everybody. Somehow the show is able to revert people back into their youthful selves, into how they used to act when they're at their youth and how they feel, which is crazy, 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 crazy. But why, Mari? Why? I'm rooting for Mari this season. I was rooting for Joe, but I didn't like Joe at the end of this episode. You'll see why. I'm rooting for Mari. But I'm not rooting for her to get with Tony. Okay. Communicating. Emotional, intelligent. Okay. Okay. Not this way to start off a sentence. Okay, Tony has a point. Tony looks so blazed right now. Yeah. I think Tony, I think you do like Demi, but it's all physical. It's all just physical. She's a good time. Good time. She's a homie, right? And sometimes the homies pass friends around, and that's what happens sometimes. And I do think that's what Demi is. It's just a side chick. I don't think Tony wants to let go of her like that because hell, it's paradise, right? But at the same time, Mari is a good one. She's a really good one to keep. Too good for you, but she's a good one. Oh, they had sex. So Maurissa said 5 days since she's seen Riley, right? It's been less time for that for Demi, I think. Or maybe it's been 5 days. Demi. You don't even gotta make up his mind. Just let Demi keep talking. And that's gonna be your answer. Demi. So far, Maria, emotional intelligence, 1. Demi, 0. Communication skills, Mari, she gets like an 8. Demi gets about a 2. I mean, in terms of looks, they're both up there. Demi's gorgeous. Mari's gorgeous. You are fun, Demi, but that's the problem. That's the problem. You ever tried to date someone or try to you meet someone you really like and you're joking with them and you want to keep them laughing, you want to keep them smiling. So you just keep joking with them. And to the point where you do ask them out, you ask them if they want anything serious, they only see you as a joke. in a sense, right? Like a friend zone type of thing. Demi does that to herself, but in a sense of she's the side chick. Granted, I don't think Demi would have been the side chick if she wouldn't have slept with Tony so early, if she wouldn't have been so flirty and come on so strong so early and keeps telling him that she wants to sleep with him. She put herself in that situation. Jessenia, your ego is huge right now. Huge. Sure, I understand that completely. But your ego is crazy right now. And let me explain why. So understand, ego is a state of mind of something you're doing that you're completely unconscious about. When you're conscious about it, you're conscious about what you're doing, how you're acting, how you're affecting others. When you're conscious about that, at that point, it's no longer ego because you're conscious about it. So the point I'm trying to make is, I don't understand. I mean, Jessenia can feel bad. She can feel sad about this whole thing. I understand that. I mean, I would too. But the fact that you did that exact same thing to someone else a few days ago, I don't understand how she can not make that correlation. Clearly, these dudes don't listen to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had a quote in his, or had a verse in his song saying, "When another man talks about another man, when that man isn't present, a man don't listen." This is all water talk right now. Cooler talk. How's he a clown? I don't understand how you can think he's a clown, but your woman's not a clown for doing the exact same shit to Connor. Worse. She actually did so much worse to Connor. She made out with you, took you out on a date, and literally avoided Connor. Didn't even want to talk to him after she found you. She just thought, okay, he'll just leave eventually. Like, that's horrible. That is way worse than what he did to Jessenia. Now, granted, what Chris did was wrong. Very wrong. Very selfish. But again, the hypocrisy. This episode is going to be called Hypocrisy. I'm naming it that. He's probably crying because of the fucking hypocrisy. Nope, Natasha, you're losing points for that too. You see how Brendan's not in this episode? It's amazing how they kind of, switch the tables. Bro, I swear. Look at the producers. Why didn't they send McKenna down? Damn. Or Alea. At the tight ass party. That makes sense. Because I don't remember you. Okay. Okay, listen, she is just a total innocent bystander throughout all of this. Look at this fucking shit. How is no one confining in Chris right now? Regardless if he did something you don't agree with, he's a fucking human being. Jessenia, you hating now. Now you just hating. Agreed. How? How, Sway? How is that a fucking strong relationship? It just formed 2 days ago. You mean Eric? It's a joke. Good. Who's that blonde chick over there? Big paradise energy. Oh, I get it. Like big dick energy. I just wanted to say that out loud. Aaron, you're just a fucking just a hater in general. Aaron's the biggest hater here. It's kind of hard to, but yeah. Poor Chris. And I feel for Chris in this situation. Well, let me tell you why I feel for Chris in this situation. Actually, I can't tell you right now because it hasn't happened yet. Let me tell you why I feel for Chris in this situation. He shouldn't have said that. He should have said "fuck all y'all." that's exactly what I would have done. I would have flicked every single person there off. I would have flicked them all off. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Except for Brendan and Piper. You know why? Because they didn't say anything. They didn't have an opinion on it. Y'all corny as fuck right now. Well, he already had this conversation last night, saying he wanted to explore this new situation, this new relationship he developed with Atlanta. And now look, I haven't left yet. Now he's trying to talk to her. Not going over there. It's too much estrogen. Too much estrogen over there, bro. And they're just gonna scold him. Oh my god. They're literally. Have you ever tried to talk to someone you like or someone you need to talk to, but they like freaking hate you, and they're just with their group of friends, and their friends won't leave, and they're just like, if you're gonna say something, just say it in front of us. It's the fucking worst. If she don't want to talk, that's fine. You try to talk to her. And hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you felt that way. You're allowed to feel however you feel. I'm sorry, but I tried to communicate with you. I can't believe how she's not conscious about how she just did this a few days ago. Do it what? 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 What is he supposed to do? That's fine. That's fine. Because he did do you dirty. He did. He did. Whatever. Does Ivan exist to you? Sure. No, that's not the purpose. No. No, 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 no. Joe, the purpose of this show is not to fall in love. I don't know where the fuck you got that exemption from. You of all people should know this. You of all people should know this. This show is the premise of it. Come here if you're single and have a good time. Connect with people, make out with a lot of people, and start some drama. At any point of this entire franchise, from Paradise to Bachelor to Bachelorette to Bachelor fucking Pad, never, ever, ever was there anything in the dotted lines that said you are supposed to find love here to win the game. That is not the premise of this show, and has never been the premise of this franchise. Don't know how he made that conclusion. Look at every other couple that is there. Are any of those fools in love? Look at that shit. Listen, I mean, really look at that. Really look at that. Is Mari, Kenny, Demi, are any of those three really in love with each other? I want you to think about that. Abigail and what's his fucking face? I forgot his name. He doesn't really talk much. You think, honestly think, you think they're in love? I think they're friends, wholeheartedly. I think they're friends. And Abigail was even saying that they're just friends. Nobody on this island yet is in love per se. I do think Joe and Serena P have a good connection. I do think that. And honestly, I think Piper and Brendan have a good connection. As bad as that sounds. But there's no couple on this island yet that are like, oh my God, they're falling in love. No. Bro. This is how you do Paradise. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking? So let me tell you something. Let me say this to you, Joe. Let me say this to you. This is how Paradise works, right? You're supposed to get a rose in order to keep alive in this show, in order to find your true love. For Chris, hey, you might not know. It might not be Elena. Yeah. It might not be her. It might be someone else next week. You don't know that. The purpose is to date other people until you find your love. And that is what he's doing. As bad as that sounds, that's how the game is designed. Now, granted, check this out. What do you think Natasha's going to do next week? What do you think Natasha's going to do tonight? At Elimination Rose. Who do you think else she's going to be trying to connect something with? Who do you think she's going to try to connect something with next week? Because there's no one here for her, literally. There's no one here for James. Who the fuck is James going to pick? James, as if no one has used you for your rose yet. I remember everyone on Twitter was just like, oh, can we not see this date? We don't want to see it. Oh, look at that dog. I knew there was a dog there. Where the fuck is his energy coming from with Joe? I don't understand that shit. That's strike one, Joe. I'm going to say that's strike one. Because at your core, I do like you. But maybe not anymore because you're talking all this shit. And you love to talk shit when someone's not there. So maybe at your core, maybe I don't like you. But at the episode 1, episode 2, I liked Joe. I thought he was cool. I thought he was relatable because he was like, maybe I'm too old for this. I don't know how to connect with people. I relate to that. Me. Okay, these dogs need to... Why would you vote them off the island? Because you don't like them? You don't think that's not wrong? So you say. Why? Why? What gives you the right to say that? Did they just kiss? They just kissed, and no one made a big deal out of it. I don't know if you're gonna get that with Aaron, Becca. Don't think you're gonna get that. Oh, hey, Chelsea. Yeah, you're definitely cool. She looks great. I'm just not a big fan of her hair. That's just me, though. That's just me. I've never been a fan of that haircut on women. Some women can pull it off, though. A lot of women can pull it off. I think, didn't Megan Good have that kind of haircut? Maybe not. There are women, though, who can definitely pull off that kind of hair. Who is, you know who looks good in that hair? Um, Wiz Khalifa's wife. Or maybe, no, that's not his wife. I think that's his ex. I forgot her name. She looks really good in that with that kind of haircut. Well, she does do that for a living, so nothing really to compare yourself to, or like don't do that. You're clearly tipsy, Becca. Uh, who's that dude that's with Abigail? He's like totally asleep right now. He was so fast asleep. Bro, Tony looks way confused right now. Yeah, they didn't really talk though. She ain't into you. She just, I think Becca's just feeling obligated that she like you should talk to her because she was the fucking Bachelorette before, and she's not used to chasing guys within this setting. Listen, nobody ugly is on this beach. There's no such thing as an ugly person. Here's a good question: who's giving Jessenia a rose? That's the good. Oh, that is a good question. Ivan. Ivan's gonna give it to her. Watch. He gonna go back to that. But wait, who is gonna give Jessenia a rose? It's either Ivan or Matt. They're gonna give her a pity rose. She will get a pity rose, which is fucking bullshit. I'm not a fan of pity roses. I think Abigail has made a career off that. She had nothing but pity roses in Matt's season. I'm never getting on a horse. I was just telling my friend today, like there are certain things like I don't have a fear of, but I will never do it, just because someone I looked up to had a horrible experience with it. Like for horses, I love horses. I think they're really cool, but I'll never get on one because I grew up watching Christopher Reeve movies. And people, if you don't know who that is, that was Superman from the 80s. And he fell off of a horse and he was paralyzed from the neck down. Horrific, freak accident, complete freak accident. But I feel the same way about helicopters too. And I'm to this day, I still can't accept that Kobe Bryant is gone. And rest in peace to everyone involved in that helicopter crash. But it's just like, I would never get on a helicopter. Like, I just don't want to. No, thank you. Another thing I have to think about too with this series, everyone's liquor. I said liquor. Everyone's liver has to be fucked. They're drinking literally at all times of the day. And how reality show works, they literally make you drink. They no, let's say they're not forcing you per se. We don't know what's in their contract, but they're first thing you do when you get up, they hand you a mimosa. First thing you do when you eat lunch, they hand you another alcoholic beverage. What about dinner? Here's champagne. Think about that. Really think about that. That definitely plays into how people react on this beach. I don't know how people can be kissing on the first date. Like, chill out. You're completely drunk, Becca. Just stop talking. Yeah. Look at these horses. My favorite kind of horse is like a Brookshire or a Shire horse. They're like super big, like they're the biggest horse breed in the world, and they're like the most playful breed too. They just want to do nothing but play. They're so cute. So listen, they better keep the same fucking energy, bro. Because we all know Thomas is not gonna end up with Tammy. Thomas is gonna go right to someone else, and Tammy's gonna be devastated. Right? Is that not wrong too? Is that not wrong as well? Who's that? Oh, who are you? Is she new? Right. Well, that's for. Oh, Wells. Wells just be chilling back there, bro. But that's incredibly sensitive for her to do that, to talk to Tammy and says, "Hey, do I have your?" Well, she says she cares about you and love you and stuff like that. So what if Tammy would have said no? What would you have done? Because you could do it regardless. Because that's just not how the game is played. Tammy could have easily said no. I think Tammy is a nice person at her core. Like, imagine if you did that with like Goddess Victoria or like maybe someone like Kelsey, even someone like Demi. They would flat out tell you no. But you don't need their validation to do that. You just go and fucking do it. Tammy, that's not how it works. It's going to happen regardless. So just get out however you feel. If you want to say no, say no. That's true. You can't hold him on a leash. He's going to do what he wants to. Jesus Christ, Tammy. But everybody is pulling a Demi. You can notice that Demi is zoned the fuck out right now. she's just thinking about how she can kill Mari. How did Tammy? But even if she would have said no, she still doesn't have that power to do that. These are both grown ass people. They're gonna do what they want. And that's the premise of the show. Now, granted, you don't have to play the show like how you want to play it. That's completely fine. You play the show however you want to play it. But eventually, everyone will get caught up in this game. It's like Jumanji. You're going to have to roll the dice eventually if you want all the madness to end. Okay. Is he though? James, how about you? See, James is too fucking comfortable. He's like, I got a rose this week. I'm just gonna kill it. I'm just gonna relax. Women are gonna come to me. Bro, he has no relationship with anybody. This dude is friend zoned by everybody. I don't see how he's surviving the next episode when the women have their roses. I don't see it. The only way he's gonna survive, and I said this before in my other review, I don't understand how people don't play this game to make it to the end. You know what I'm saying? So let's say it's men's week, right? I have a rose. I have no emotional romantic feelings for Demi, none whatsoever. But if Demi came to me and said, I need you to give me the rose so I can keep working on Tony, if you give me that rose, I promise you, when you need a rose, when it's your elimination time, you will have my rose. Then I would 100% give Demi a rose. Because I'm not vibing with anyone else on this beach. And I want to stay on this beach so I can find someone. That's completely okay to do that. I don't understand why people just don't do that. Yeah. like most people in the franchise. Okay. All right. You showed a lot of humility. I like that. Exactly, Thomas. And that's what this show is about. And that's kind of the messed up thing about how this show is how this show is run. It's all what ifs. It's everything you do is a what if scenario. Like I don't understand why Kelsey, or excuse me, I don't know why Goddess Victoria or Serena C didn't talk to James, because James clearly has not vibed with anybody, and James keeps getting by with pity roses too. So it's just what ifs. Like just talk to everybody, see how everyone's feeling. Just when I thought this would be a regular ass date. Oh, there's a kiss. So is the energy gonna be the same if he says, "Hey, I'm just gonna go with Becca now and not with Tammy"? Are they gonna feel some type of way about that? I don't. It's hypocrisy, 100% hypocrisy in this fucking beach right now. If they do not have any feelings towards Thomas or any feelings towards even what Maurissa did to Connor. Aaron looks drunk. Well, everyone just looks drunk on here. How do you feel stupid choosing Thomas over Aaron? Aaron slut shamed you. That's never okay to do that to a woman. Listen to what he just said, and you think you chose the wrong person? He's clearly drunk in that interview. He's clearly drunk. But listen to that. Listen to what he just said. And Tammy thinks, "Oh, I made the wrong choice. I should have ended up with Aaron." That would have been a weird relationship. Maybe an abusive relationship. Not saying physical. Or excuse me. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It wouldn't have been an abusive relationship. I 100% apologize with that statement. It would have been a toxic relationship. 100%. It's how this it's how the game is played. It's impossible to try and play this game and not get hurt in a sense, not have your feelings entangle. Because we're all indoctrinated by media in a grand in a in some shape or form to believe that I want to be in love. I want to be married. I want to settle down with someone. I want someone to care about me. We're all believed to have that in a sense, and it's mostly through monogamy means. And to come on this show, everything you've learned about love or what you think it should happen, it's going to be the opposite, and it's going to hurt when that comes into realization. My boy Brennan chilling. Tony chilling. I don't think he agreeing with anybody. And nigga, what? Oh, excuse my language. Oh, this is making me very emotional right now. Excuse my language. If I was Aaron in this situation, bruh, bruh, bruh. Ooh, wee. If I was Aaron in this situation. That's good. That's good. That's really good. There's at least there's something there, right? It would be kind of like a slap in the face if you went on this date and you totally discarded Jessenia and you're like, well, I don't really feel anything with Elena. But at the same time, it's a what if. You had to see if there was something there. Okay. 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 Nigga, what? What? What did you just say? Bro, this is the show, bro. How am I ruining it for everyone? Nigga, do I care how everyone else feels about me trying to find love? Me trying to find a partner? I can't be responsible how anyone will feel about my actions. I can't be responsible with that. And I'm just playing devil's advocate. I'm pretending I'm Chris in this situation. That's an opinion. That's an opinion. You may have liked our relationship, but I didn't feel anything. How would you think that after 2 days of being together? Bro. Okay. What is going on? What is this? A personal attack? Nigga, I don't want your sympathy. Bro, you all met up with each other. Everyone on this fucking show knows each other. So what's the point? Nigga, first off, all right, I'm about to go off. First off, your woman did the same thing to a man last week, and you're down her fucking throat and in her bed. So you need to chill the fuck out. No, it's fucked up what your woman did, because she did it a lot worse, and yet you're comfortable being in bed with that, because she can easily do that to another man or to you next week, easily, easily. There is nothing what happened. There's no chemistry there. It's a what if situation. He wanted to try that out. I would have went the fuck off on Jessenia. How dare you? I can't believe this is completely bullying. They're completely bullying this person right now. Completely. And you all met someone before the show that's been on here. Nigga, got your girl already. Why don't you leave? Excuse my language. Boy, say that shit to my fucking face. Boy, I swear to fucking God. Yo, if you don't take his muscle milk looking ass clown self the fuck out of my face. Oh, I swear to God. Bro, I don't understand how they can have that animosity when Jessenia just did that shit last week. Like, honestly, like, now I feel for Chris. And Elena is just honestly just an innocent bystander by all this. Like, ooh, I want Chris to stay on that beach and just show the middle finger to everybody and keep going on dates with Elena if you continue to feel that way about her. No, I ain't. No, let me tell you something. She said that you showed your hand. She said you showed her, or you showed her your true self. She showed her true self with this, having her hatred for you and allowing people to bully you to make herself feel better. She completely showed her hand right now. Tammy, stop it. Tammy, don't. Because I like you, Tammy. Stop it. Stop it. I understand that, Chris. They're not understanding that. And maybe you should have been a little bit more vocal with that with Jessenia. Maybe your communication could have been a lot better, sure. Because Jessenia said that same thing to Ivan. There's something missing. So I can't continue this. And granted, you shouldn't have kissed Elena like the moment y'all met, right? That's wrong. That's completely wrong. That's a bit scummish. But at the same time, you still put your cards forward and you told her about it. More so than what Riley's fucking girl did. You don't have to. You don't have to. We don't have to do any of this shit. We can just stay. It's free vacation. Let's go. I'm on the Brendan train. I'm on the Brendan and Piper train. Let's just use this shit for a free vacation. Finesse the fuck out of the show, man. They want us to fight each other in this hellhole. They want us to tear each other apart. Finesse. Grab someone you like and let's just have fun. Bro. Riley, yo swole ass, bro. I can't fucking stand this dude no more. That's completely fine. It's after one day. That's completely fine. I understand that 100%. She's just like a complete innocent bystander. My God, Chris, I can't believe he's leaving. He should have stayed, bro. You gonna let Joe? You gonna let Joe kick you out? You gonna let fucking Riley of all people kick you out? Boy, please, bro, please. Bro, I would have stayed there. I have the biggest fucking. I'm so hard headed. I'm so stubborn. I would have stayed there to spite all of them. Granted, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. But I would have done that. Yo, she has shown her colors more than what Chris has. Real talk. Demi, I'm going to ignore that because I don't want to go off on you. Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to wait on it. Oh. Well, shit. We can't ride together? That's not eco-friendly. Let's just get on one car. All right, everyone who cheered, everyone who just cheered, go fuck yourselves. All of them. Everyone who just cheered to that. Tony, I'm going to declare Tony because he just likes getting drunk. Brendan and Piper, I'm rooting for. Everyone else can go suck a dick. Honestly. 100%. Natasha, I 100% agree with that. Where's the hypocrisy with that? No, I would not say Brendan's been worse than Chris. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Sure. Maybe he's been worse, but Brendan has not been the worst in this island. No, I think Maurissa takes that cake. I think Tony's up there for stringing along Demi and Mari. I think he's up there too. No. No way. Keep the same fucking energy. No, it doesn't. I found my person. That doesn't mean I have to leave. Boy, I'm rooting for Brendan. I'm calling my cards right now. I'm rooting. That's disgusting. Bro, I hope she goes home. Take your ass home. What the fuck, Little John? I'm not sure if the white audience will know who you are, but oh, so here's the thing. You have Thomas doing this to Tammy. Next week, I better see that same energy. If y'all want to be all this to Chris, this is how y'all want to feel about that. When someone who you thought, oh, you're in a good relationship, you're in this, you should be happy. Then keep that same energy with Thomas. You keep that same energy with Thomas because he's about to kick Tammy to the curb. Keep that same energy with Brendan because Brendan did do Natasha wrong, 100%. Keep that same energy for Jessenia because she did Ivan 100% wrong. Maurissa did Connor wrong. Who else we got? There's more. There should be more. Tony's doing Marie wrong. He's stringing Marie on. He's really stringing her on right now. Because he's like, I don't necessarily want to give up Demi. Right? So there's Tony too. Keep that same energy with these people. I don't understand how you cannot. Who else, bro? Who else am I thinking of that I'm like forgetting right now? I'm trying to think. That might have been it. There's not many guys left. In all honesty, that's probably why I'm thinking it. And Joe and Serena P have been consistent all throughout, so they're not necessarily a problem. But I do have a problem with Joe trying to call out Chris like that. That is 100% wrong. 100% wrong. And if you feel that you can only confront someone like that, if you got a problem with that and you feel like you can only confront them with a crowd of people behind you like that, and it's just that person, you need to look at yourself in the mirror, because that's just completely wrong, and you just completely bullied that person out of the house. I don't understand how people have a problem with. Now I'm talking really fast now. Excuse me. It's the same thing with Matt's season. When people talk shit about Goddess Victoria and that other blonde chick, I forgot her name. I think her name is Sarah. I think so. When she kind of spread rumors or whatever, bullying or whatnot. They 100% bullied those girls on Matt's season. They bullied them. And hey, that bullying is wrong. You pay the price. Leave the house. I understand that. Everyone who just bullied Chris should 100% get the fuck off the beach. 100%. Get off the beach. Because at that point, if you're saying that Chris already found his person, oh, you two already got each other. Ooh, why don't you leave? They just fucking met each other on this beach today. Whatever happened before the show, that's like whatever happened. All of you have met other contestants and dated other contestants. Whatever. They're on the beach now. If you feel that strongly about Maurissa, Riley, then you two can get the fuck out. Same thing with Joe and Serena P. If anything, they have the strongest relationship here. They should get the fuck out. And like, you don't have to deal with the bullshit on this beach anymore. That's just how I feel. This whole show is just a huge contradictory. It's saying like, once you start giving someone your rose, you should be with that person. That's not what it's about. That just means you like them and you want to continue dating them. That doesn't mean we're solidified. No one is solidified on this fucking show. No one at all. Also, another thing to say, and please, I want all of you to comment below. Please let me know what you think. Am I wrong for these thoughts? Am I wrong for these opinions? Obviously, they're just opinions, but I really want to know what you all think during this episode and during what's happening and the tension around the house. Another thing to think about too. Oh God, did I lose my train of thought? Another thing to think about too is just they want to talk about if people are already in solidified relationships, they don't have to be there. How about the people who are not in relationships, right? At this point in time, if you're in episode 7 already, like episode 7, and you still haven't made a connection with anybody, at least Natasha had a connection with Brendan. Say what you will about that whole thing. There was at least an ounce, a percentage of something there. She felt something for him. Maybe he didn't feel something for her. That's completely different. But at least she had something with someone. If you're on this show for episode 7 and you still haven't found someone, you've never made a connection, you should honestly go home. And I'm talking to James. At this point, he's just drinking up all the liquor. There's no reason for him to be there if he hasn't made a connection yet. Granted, the people who just came in like last episode and they're kind of like just lingering around, I can understand why you're staying. You're trying to figure it out. I understand that. I think James, there's no reason for James to be there. There's no reason for, well, what's her name doesn't have a connection with anybody either. DeAndrea doesn't have a fucking connection with anybody. She's not booed up with anybody, is she? No, because I think she gave a pity rose to James. That was fucking stupid. It's just hypocrisy, this episode. It's all hypocrisy. And my voice is going out. So that's when I know I've talked my Bachelor shit for today. It is complete 100% hypocrisy. And I know there's like a movement going on right now online. They're like, let's unfollow Brendan and Piper. Let's just show them. We did it. 13,000 followers are unsubscribed to them. Now they only have 200,000. We really made a difference. I guarantee you, Brandon and Piper don't give two shits about how people feel about them. They don't give a living fuck how they feel about them. You know why? You know how I know that? Because I wouldn't. And you shouldn't. If you were in a relationship with somebody and, you know, depending on how you got into that relationship, whether it's organic or whatever, let's just, it doesn't matter how your relationship with that person started. Let's just say people are hating on you just for that. They're like, well, we don't like you in that relationship because we felt that someone that we like and that we're best friends with deserves your time and attention and not this other random person that you know and have strong feelings for and have a strong connection with. So therefore, let's unfollow you. We're going to cancel you. That is fucking stupid. That is just pure blatancy stupid. It's so stupid, but my voice is going out. So I'm going to call this review. I'm going to leave it at that. So Starfighters, if you like the full episode review, please let me know what you thought of this episode. I think scale 1 to 10, this episode was definitely like an 9 or 8, just because there was good drama. There was really good drama, right? Messy drama, but it's drama at the end of the day. And it's the type of drama that has a lot of conversations that need to happen. So therefore, I really liked it. And regardless of how the contestants on the show, how fucking shit they are, that has nothing to do with the content that is given to us, or like, you know, the drama that's presented to us. So for that in itself, this has been the best episode so far this season. Granted, this season has been very hit or miss, mostly miss. But this episode in episode 6 was definitely a hit. With that said, please let me know what you thought in the comments, or on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter, like at Starfighter. It's not hard to find me. Please let me know what you thought of this episode. Tell me what you think about the Brennan Piper situation, the Jessenia and Chris situation, the fucking Joe situation, him coming at fucking Chris. Bro, dude, Joe's not about that life. But please let me know. Let me know if also there's another show that you want me to do a full episode review on. So, with that said, I will see you on the next one. But until then, victory or death, Starfighters.